Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to be reacting to a slam poem because I have started to write a poetry book and I'm really excited about it, and I thought that it would be really cool to react to other people's work and just kind of talk about it. And I got this idea from Silver's World. He's such a great reactor for YouTube videos, so definitely go check him out, and link in the description, and let's get started.
The year of skinny pop and sugar-free Jell-O cups, we guzzled vitamin water and vodka, toasting to high school and survival, complimenting each other's thigh gaps, trying diets we found on the internet, menthol cigarettes, eating in front of a mirror, donating blood, replacing meals with other practical hobbies like making flower crowns or fainting. Wondering why I haven't had my period in months, or why breakfast tastes like giving up, or how many more productive ways I could have spent my time today besides Googling the calories in the glue of a US envelope, watching America's Next Top Model like the gospel, hunching naked over a bathroom scale shrine, crying into an empty bowl of Cocoa Puffs because I only feel pretty when I'm hungry. If you are not recovering, you are dying.
That's so true. This is already so powerful, and I can just tell that by watching it. I've seen some of Blythe Baird's videos, and they're just so incredibly thought-provoking. So let's keep going.
By the time I was 16, I had already experienced being clinically overweight, underweight, and obese. As a child, fat was the first word people used to describe me, which didn't offend me until I found out it was supposed to.
Yeah, I think that it's really interesting because kids don't know that, like, fat is supposed to be a bad word until they find out that it's supposed to offend you. And that's really sad that the first word that people used to describe her was fat. From this video, she is not fat at all. She definitely was back then, if she was clinically obese. I've had an eating disorder, so I can completely understand this. Yeah.
When I lost weight, my dad was so proud he started carrying my before and after photo in his wallet. So relieved he could stop worrying about me getting diabetes, he saw a program on the news about the epidemic with obesity.
I just have to say that the diabetes whole epidemic, that's really sad. But diabetes is directly affected by eating animal protein. And I learned this just a year and a half ago when I first went vegan. And I originally went vegan for the animals because I've always been such an animal lover. And but then I realized all the health benefits by watching Forks Over Knives. And there's this new video on Netflix called What the Health. And I'd really recommend you guys watch that. I'll link it in the description.
Said he is just so glad to finally see me taking care of myself. If you develop an eating disorder when you are already thin to begin with, you go to the hospital. If you develop an eating disorder when you are not thin to begin with, you are a success story.
Yeah, it is very common for people to categorize people who go from being overweight to a healthy weight in an unhealthy way, to get told that they're doing great and they're finally taking care of their body when that's not the truth. I dealt with that a little bit, not at, like, I don't really have a before and after picture, so
when I evaporated, of course, everyone congratulated me on getting healthy. Girls at school who never spoke to me before stopped me in the hallway to ask how I did it. I say I am sick. They say, no, you're an inspiration. How could I not fall in love with my illness? With becoming the kind of silhouette people are supposed to fall in love with. Why would I ever want to stop being hungry when anorexia was the most interesting thing about me? So how lucky it is now to be boring. The way not going to the hospital is boring. The way looking at an apple and seeing only an apple, not 60 or half an hour of sit-ups, is boring. My story may not be as exciting as it used to, but at least there is nothing left to count. The calculator in my head finally stopped. I used to love the feeling of drinking water on an empty stomach, waiting for the coolness to slip all the way down and land in the well, not obsessed with being empty, but afraid of being full. I used to feel cold. I used to be proud when I was cold in a warm room. Now I am proud I have stopped seeking revenge on this body. This was the year of eating when I was hungry without punishing myself. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but that shit is hard.
That's really true. A lot of people think like, oh, you're just being selfish or having an eating disorder, like you brought this upon yourself. That is not true at all. And I think that's a really big misconception. It's really hard to recover. Like, I still have setbacks, and it's just how eating disorders are. It's like that little voice in your head. It's really hard to make it go away. And that whole thing with the calculator that she was talking about is so incredibly true. It really gets ingrained in your mind.
When I was little, someone asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said, small.
Small. Yeah. Yeah. That was really powerful. I'm really happy that I watched that. It was really interesting and very thought-provoking. 100%. So thank you guys for watching, and if you want me to do more of these videos in the future, I definitely will. And I also want to start posting my own slam poetry or spoken word poetry on this channel. If you're interested in that, please let me know, because I've been wanting to do that, but they are so personal that, like, I don't know, it's scary to share with the world your stories, but watching something like that, you realize how helpful it can be to other people. So yeah, thank you for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.